put on a primer. This is M.A.C Prep and Prime. This is a sample that I got via their Facebook page, so I'm just using it up at the moment. I would love to buy it, but it's really expensive, so we'll have to save up. I'm just massaging it all into my face. Next, I'm using foundation. So if you want more coverage, you can use more than me, but I don't need too much at the moment. So using a foundation brush, just apply the foundation. Then just use your hands to just smooth any lines or bumps. Next, use a powder to set your foundation. This is my favourite powder at the moment. I love it so much. It is the perfect colour for me. Because we're doing a rave inspired look, I want most of the emphasis to be on the eyes, so I'm just using a bronzer, not a blusher today, just to define my cheeks. Next up, you want to do your eyebrows to frame your eyes. Take the gel, and using a brush, this is just the one that's in the kit, just fill in any gaps and just fill out your eyebrows. Then use the powder to set them. And do the other one, because obviously it looks silly with only one eyebrow. Next, I'm using Maybelline's Colour Tattoo 24 Hour in Turquoise Forever. This will act as sort of a primer for our Dazzle dust, which we're using later on. I find it best to just use your fingers to do this because it will just ruin any makeup brushes you have. Apply it all the way up to the eyebrow and underneath the eyes. Next, I'm using Barry.M's Dazzle dust in Kingfisher. And using a brush, I'm just going to apply it mostly on my lids and just above my crease to really make my lids pop. The metallic colour of the cream gel eyeshadow really does create a really nice shadow. Eyelash Rave. You're going to apply the lashes on your bottom lash. Not too close to the waterline, you sort of want a gap in between. You want a gap because this will make your eyes look bigger. So just press it on and make sure the glue is tacky when you put the eyelashes on. And make any adjustments that you need. Using a liquid eyeliner, line between the waterline and the lashes. This will create the look of bigger eyes. And do the same on the other side. Next, I'm going to put on mascara. So make sure you got plenty on that brush. And I'm just going to do my upper lashes first. Really don't be afraid to use loads of mascara in this look. It really is an all-out look. And then just put a tiny bit on your bottom to blend in your real lashes and the fake lashes. Voila! Next, to add a bit of drama to the look, I'm using these craft feathers that I got from my local craft store. And I'm going to stick them onto the corners of my eyes. I just used eyelash glue to stick them on. I waited for them to go tacky and then I just pressed them on. You can use as many or as little as you want. In fact, you don't even have to do this part if you don't want to, but this really does create the 90s rave vibe. I personally have just gone for 3 in the different colours and stuck them on both corners of my eyes. Now I'm just matting my lips. This is me going a bit crazy.
Get right on one matey. Get right on one matey.